Aloha everybody, Kaiwaza with you. Welcome back to my channel and our journey through my Hawaiian record collection. We're on the letter K and we're going to pick up where we left off last time. This is a 10-inch LP, small one. The Kauai, and you probably can't see it. I can barely see it and I'm looking right at it. The Kauai Canoe and Racing Association present musical memories of your stay on Kauai under the direction of Gabriel I. So it's the Kauai Canoe and Racing Association singing songs. Up next, I just have a couple records. I'm not going to talk about them much. They are just from the Kawaiahao church choir, a very famous church here in Hawaii. And it's, just basically religious music from them. So, yeah. Here's a nice record of what we call chilang-a-lang music. There's piano and singing, and the gentleman, Franky and Cathy Kawelo, husband and wife, the gentleman sings falsetto on a number of the songs. Really a nice record. Makaha Records. No date on it, but it's probably the 70s. Prince Kawohi and the Luau Boys. This is a nice album from the 50s. 1955, yeah, 1955. There are actually quite a number of some well-known musicians recording on this, but they were all recording anonymously. I don't think there is a Prince Kawohi, I don't know, but Prince Kawohi and the Luau Boys is, I think, just a one-off project for this album. Pua Almeida is one of the vocalists. I know Danny Stewart is in the group. Nice, interesting songs, some original compositions, and some well-known songs. Next up, somebody I really like, Richard Kauhi. Now, he only did 2 albums that I have. Did some singles and some earlier work, but as far as and 45s, but as far as LPs, I think just the 2 records that I have here. Hawaiian Reflections of Richard Kauhi and his piano. Very much a jazz-influenced style vocalist, beautiful voice. I don't know if he was exactly appreciated as much in his time as he was later, but yeah, this is a great album. Now, the next album from him, I don't know which came first. I'm thinking the next album probably came first, but I want to talk about this second album some. This is called Hawaiian Sunset. Richard Kauhi and the Polynesians. Now, this is on Crown Records, so if you know anything about Crown, you know it's a budget label recording on the mainland out of California. These records would have been sold not in regular record stores, but like in 5 and 10 cent stores and department stores and drug stores and gas stations and whatever. So Crown Records, anything on Crown Records, pretty much unknown in Hawaii. So Richard Kauhi was definitely known in Hawaii. This recording, nobody knows about it. I worked in Hawaiian radio, I can tell you. You say, oh, Hawaiian Sunset, Richard Kauhi and the Polynesians, nobody knows what you're talking about. Very few people. And the Polynesians are a group that recorded on Crown Records quite a lot. I mean, here's just a couple of their records, but they did a dozen or more. Really nice vocal and instrumental group. Again, not known in Hawaii, but Hawaiian musicians, really well known. Out, playing I think mostly the Hawaiian restaurants on the West Coast. I think mostly the Polynesians did. Richard Kauhi teaming up with them. And this album is absolutely magnificent. I love it. Again, the jazz influence, the great vocals by Richard Kauhi. We'll hear some when we do the needle drops, and it works really well with the Polynesians. My Hawaiian Home is a song I used to use when I worked at the university station KTUH many decades ago as my theme song on my Hawaiian radio shows. Really, really like it. Also, interestingly, the song Hilo Bay here would surface on several of the Polynesians albums, which is where I knew it from. I didn't know about this record until I lived in Hawaii, and I found it at some record sale for like $2 because nobody knew what it was. I need to find a better copy. I mean, the record itself is kind of okay, but it's really beaten up and you just don't see it that often. Hilo Bay, that song, was redone by a major Hawaiian group in the islands called the Peter Moon Band in 1980. They did it on their album Malie. I don't know the story behind it or where they tracked this. I don't even know how they knew about the song Hilo Bay, because it's not known in Hawaii and this record wasn't really distributed in Hawaii. But somehow, I don't know the story, somebody in the Peter Moon Band said, let's do Hilo Bay, and they re-recorded a very similar sounding version that was a huge hit, and I just kind of get a chuckle out of every time I heard it on the radio when I had first moved here, thinking, where did they find this? Where did they even know about that song, you know? Anyway, yeah. Then we have Billy Kauhi. I won't say too much here because it's not really Hawaiian music, it's contemporary music. And he was one of the singers with the well-known contemporary, at the time, group Country Comfort. And then he went out on his own and did this solo album. I don't know the date on it. 1977. Nice songs, but again, not Hawaiian necessarily. Yes, okay, we're going to stop there and we're going to listen to some samples.
In the laundry at old Waikiki, she does the yummy yummy and the customers sigh for the kumu in the mumu with the twinkle in her eye. Look away, Paul. Look away. For the kumu in the mumu with the twinkle in her eye is mine. Hey, no, hey, oh, hey, kumaka. Anona kau, akau. On Hilo Bay, where every little ripple from the ocean's floor will whisper, dear, I love you forevermore. Come sail with me across the sea, where playful little wavelets seem to say hello, and balmy winds are blowing to and fro. Sail away, come sail away on Hilo Bay. For every little ripple from the ocean floor, whisper, dear, I love you forevermore. Come sail with me across the sea. A playful little wave will seem to say hello, and balmy winds are blowing too.
I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, please subscribe, and if you like this kind of music, check out my other YouTube channel called Hawaiian Leisure Hour, where I play selections from this record collection right here. And also Hawaiian Hi-Fi on Live 365, where I present the easy listening, beautiful sounds of Hawaiian vinyl. Thanks for watching.